Hi, I'm Carlyn, and today we're going to be talking about how not to sell. Now, I know that sounds a bit backwards, but actually, if we can focus on what not to do, it'll give us a much more idea about what we should be doing. Now, not a lot of people like to sell, and the main reason for that, it's a little bit out of their comfort zone. A lot of people don't do it as their primary job, so it can be a little bit scary. A lot of rejection, a lot of, negative things can happen in a sales call. But really, there are loads of people out there, including yourselves, that like to buy. So if we can match those people who want to buy with your products and services, then there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be the company or the person that sells to them. Now, I actually love selling, and I think it's loads of fun, and it does actually bring a lot of rewards. And the fun comes from the fact that you get confidence and skills. And those things give you the ammunition to be able to do your job well. When you do it well, you get more business, and then you have fun. So today I'm going to talk about 3 misconceptions that people have about sales and what are the good qualities in a salesperson. And the first one is actually having the gift of the gab. Having the gift of the gab. What does it actually mean? I mean, I have a thought in my mind that it's somebody who's kissed the Blarney Stone, who talks a good talk, chats away, is able to talk to anybody. And some of these skills are very good. But to be honest with you, the flip side is that, one of the biggest skills that you need as a salesperson is to be able to listen. And if you ask any salesperson and they say, what is the most important skill you need to be a salesperson? They always say, I need better listening skills. So the thought of having the gift of the gab really and being able to talk about your products and all that really isn't one of the best qualities that you can have as a salesperson. In fact, to be able to really understand your clients, you need to be able to discover what they're actually looking for and their wants and needs. And you can't do that if you just talk to them all the time and tell them how wonderful your company is. You need to start off in any kind of sales call by actually asking the right questions, asking the kind of questions that makes you find out what it is they need. I mean, sure, you can talk about your products later when you know what the products are that they might be looking for, but there's no point just sending them loads and loads and loads of information about stuff they might not actually be interested in. The main thing as well is the gift of the gab is that you're not building a relationship with these people. You're just talking at them, and that's not going to really be conducive to building a really nice relationship. So the most important things you need to be thinking about when you meet a new client for the first time is what types of questions should I be asking them? What kind of, where am I going to find out the information I need to find out whether or not I can find out the solutions they need for their business and whether or not we as a company or as a person can deliver those products and services that they actually want. So the next misconception that a lot of people have is that the more calls that you make, the more sales you're going to make. So what does that actually mean? I got this call the other day from this automated telephone machine thing, and it basically said something like, hi, we're the machine warranty company, and we understand how important your washing machine is. Well, no, they don't. They have not qualified me at all. They have no idea how important my washing machine is to me. And they're sending out all these automated services, don't know how much it's costing them, just to catch the other mackerel. And that's really not an efficient way of spending your time. If you're selling, you want to make sure that you're spending your selling time well. And making loads of calls, sending out loads of emails, doing lots of random calls to people, it's not really that great. It's not necessarily true that the more people you call will actually bring you more business. What is important is that the people you call, you've qualified, you've done some research, you understand that perhaps they may have a need for your products and services, and you've got to have a reason to call them as well. So by doing all these things, by being more prepared, by targeting your clients better, you will actually have a much better success rate. And so the amount of calls you make does not necessarily mean that you're going to get more business. The last misconception about salespeople is that they have to have massive perseverance and be ruthless. So what does this actually mean? Because perseverance is a very good trait. The problem is, it's the perseverance is where you channel your perseverance. I mean, who likes to be annoyed by a pushy salesperson? I certainly don't. And that's the thing. We do need to have a hard skin. We do need to follow up on all our inquiries. And we do need, to not give up on our first objection. I mean, it's important that when we have an objection, that we clarify if there are any issues that we may not have dealt with very well. And an objection does not mean run away. On the other hand, we do not want to be selling to people who are generally not interested in our products, because that's not really very clever, and it does annoy people, and it gives you a bad name. So the real main thing is to be able to qualify people and to make sure that the people that we're talking to are actually committed to join into our sales process, and that their buying process is actually mirrored to our sales process, and that we're going down an avenue where it's a win-win situation where they're getting what they need, and you're able to provide a solution to their wants and needs. So the main thing here is perseverance is good, and you shouldn't give up, but you should be making sure that you're qualifying these people to make sure that they have the commitment that you're wanting with regards to the sale. I hope you found this really useful. It's really, really weird that sometimes what people think salespeople should be actually is exactly the opposite. We do not want to be chatting and talking to people, and the gift of the gab is not particularly a good quality if you're not listening to your clients to find out what they're actually wanting. And it's not a good idea to just call loads and loads and loads of people without actually targeting those people, because you're just wasting your time. So this common adage of lots and lots of phone calls, lots and lots of emails, not really a good idea. And the third really is about perseverance. Yes, you do need perseverance, but not to the extent that you're actually being pushy or just being downright annoying, because nobody wants to be annoyed, and I don't really like people who do that because it gives us a really bad name. So I hope you found this useful, and if you have any questions or anything, just pop an email down. That would be great. Thanks.